Hello, all you fine people out there in YouTube land. This is Texas Special, and as promised, in the unboxing video is the review of my MTH Premier Union Pacific SD70ACe. This thing is loaded with features, most of which is what you would come to expect from a Premier line MTH diesel, smoke, sound, proto couplers on either end, DCS, DCC, and convertible to DC 2 rail at the flip of a switch. So let's get started. Starting out here in the very front, you will find very well executed Union Pacific shield and wing decals on the nose of this engine. The sand loading pipes on the notched corners of the nose are very well executed. You find the dual headlights up top on the cab roof, along with the air conditioning unit and GPS and radio antenna cluster, which is the white dome right there. The number boards are illuminated. You can see the separately applied windshield wipers there on the engineer and conductor side of the cab. You see the engineer and conductor figures there in the cab. The conductor actually looks a little overdressed for today's work. Wire handrails, and of course the safety chain is an actual chain, which I do love. Operational ditch lights. As much as I love this engine, we're going to get into what I don't like about it right here and now. Union Pacific has no SD70ACes with flashing ditch lights. That annoys me. Not enough to return the engine. It's a good engine overall, but every item has the one quirk that you either anywhere between can't stand or absolutely hate, and there it is. Alternating ditch lights on an engine that doesn't have alternating ditch lights in real life. You can see the MU cable hanging there underneath the walkway, and the modeler installed snowplow, which I did install, and the proto coupler on the front of the Pilot. One feature about this engine that I found out about in rather short order after pulling it out of the box was this right here. The cab door opens, the nose door opens, which I think is really cool, especially since I'm very easily what do you call it, distracted, whatever. Alright, so coming down the side of the engine, you see there all the decaling is very nicely done. The trucks are a fairly decent representation of what's actually on the prototypical SD70ACes. The lettering is crisp and clear along the side of the cab with the numbering and the model designation there. Yeah, you can see a little bit better view of the conductor. High voltage warnings and the grills on the side of the engine. These grills right here are not see-through, but I can live with that. They're cast on, but that's cool. The lettering there on the engine for the wheel information on the trucks. You have the miscellaneous piping and wiring down here under the catwalk along the frame rail. This fuel tank is nicely done. There is a speaker inside of here for the sound system. Coming back up top above the frame, you have crisp, clear paint separation between the gray, yellow, and red. Very nicely done. This grill, hard to see, but it is actually see-through. There is an actual grill in there. course, the American flag that adorns the side of the UP engines. The fuel tank detailing is first rate. Very top of the engine here we find the smokestack, the exhaust stack, whatever you want to call it. A 5-chime horn. While we're on the topic of horns, I will say that the bell on this engine is spot on. However, the horn left a lot to be desired. It sounded to me as if it would be prototypical for an NS 70M-2 or 70ACe, but to me it sounded absolutely nothing like a Union Pacific SD70ACe. The Building America decal here underneath the radiators turned out very nice. Going up top on the radiators, you can see through them. It's hard to get an angle on it where it's actually visible, but you can see through them. There are fan blades in there. These grills here at the very back are almost all of them are see-through. The only exception being these little guys up here. These are not see-through, these are cast on, but this one, and all these are see-through. These hand railings, very nice job on the hand railings, very fine wiring, fine but tough. The rear truck is pretty much the exact same as the lead truck, no real difference there. Same lettering, same details, same everything. Coming around here to the back of the engine, you find two more see-through grills, the rear headlight, separately applied wire grab irons, the rear sand hatches right there next to the well executed numbers, another MU cable, a separately applied uncoupling lever, and the proto coupler on the rear, as well as the various air hoses. Alright people, I could talk all day about the various features that this engine has, or I can let the engine speak for itself, which I think I'm going to go with that option, let the engine just speak for itself. So here we go, let's fire it up.